Okay, YouTube was Keyshawn Davis says Tank has no choice but to fight me. People are now hating on Keyshawn because he's a threat. They was cool with him like yesterday, and history repeats itself. And I hate boxing politics. Let's get it. All right, first Keyshawn says Tank has no choice but to fight me, and that's interesting that he said that because Tank don't really have a lot of people on his that want to fight him, but Keyshawn is screaming at him, "Fight me, fight me!" So Tank can't keep using this excuse. Nobody wants to fight me because Keyshawn Davis is screaming at him. Um, in case you didn't know, Tank Davis' next opponent is a much smaller guy from smaller weight class who already has a loss. Tank Davis should be fighting the guys of his generation in his weight class, but he's searching for smaller guys. Tank should have fought Lomachenko 5 years ago. He should have fought Shakur. Ben fought Shakur. They fighting. They should fight recent soon, and he should have been fought Devin and Teal. But he's 30 years old now, I believe, and he's only fought one guy that's comparable in skills and on the same level as him, and the same level of hype that he has, and that's Ryan Garcia, and he beat him easily. So if he beat Ryan easily, I'm confused why he wouldn't think he could beat a lot of these guys easily, because Ryan on paper, I'm not gonna say he the best, but he up there. He got good talent. I think Teal would be a little harder. I think Devin and Shakur gonna be much harder because Shakur not gonna let you hit him, and Devin refuses to quit. That's the difference. You see, Ryan he quit when it get hard. Devin refused to quit, and Shakur is gonna be hard to touch him. Teal, that's gonna be a good fight as well. And Loma, Tank could have beat Loma. Body shots, body shots, body shots. Loma don't like that shit, but Tank chose to avoid him 5 years ago. And I don't want to hear that bullshit that Tank was too young because Loma called out Tank when he was 23. What age did Devin beat Lomachenko? Devin Haney was 23 years old. So I don't hear none of these excuses. Oh, Tank was too young. Oh, Loma was putting on a younger man. Ah, Tank is too young. Like, bro, cut this shit out. Y'all sound like cowards. Um, and now Tank don't really have a fight, and now Keyshawn screaming at him. He putting Tank back against the wall, and Tank gonna have to pounce. He gonna have to fight somebody. Cause Lamar Roach, we not respecting that. You knocked out Frank Martin, cool. Frank Martin was never a world champion. You beat Ryan Garcia, cool. Ryan Garcia was never a world champion. In my opinion, his toughest fight and the fight I would like to see Tank fight again is Pitbull. But we know Tank not gonna do that because Pitbull on copy box it was a draw. So I think Pitbull gave him the hardest fight of his career. But they're not gonna rematch Pitbull simply because of that. But yeah, like I said, Keyshawn got his back, got Tank back against the wall. He said Tank has no choice but to fight me, and I agree. Now we people, man, they hating on Keyshawn because he a threat. You know, they was cool with the man before he won the fight. They was cool with him. Um, when Lemos was overweight, they were saying, he might beat Keyshawn. He's too big. He might ruin Keyshawn's plans. They was hoping and praying that he ruined Keyshawn's plan. They was praying. They had their hands pressed together, looking to the sky, eyes closed, praying to the Lord that Keyshawn lose to Lemos. They was praying that another overweight Hispanic fighter beat a black fighter. They was praying, but Keyshawn didn't let it happen. And Keyshawn, the whole night they was interviewing him. That whole night they was interviewing him. After every fight, they was like, Keyshawn, um, how you feel about this? How you feel about the dude being so overweight? Keyshawn said, man, I'm with God. He said, man, God got it written down for me already, bro. I just got to go along with the plan. And he was right. Yeah, he was right. God had it written, set in stone that Keyshawn was gonna come out victorious against every trial of tribulation. I learned some new shit about Keyshawn yesterday that I didn't even know. Like, dude had a history of harming himself and a history of thoughts of self deletion. So I respect his mind that he didn't go through with it and that he stayed true and that he was even cool enough to explain some shit like that. Because most people they'll lock that part of they life up and throw that shit away. Never explain that to nobody. But he explained it to the people, and it just gave me a different level of respect. Like, damn, this dude's been through a lot of shit. But with that being said, he's the threat now, and then he mastered himself. He conquered a dude who was way heavier than him easily, knocked him out. Now people saying Lemos wasn't shit when they was just saying Lemos is a tough fighter who could beat Keyshawn. Now they saying Lemos ain't shit. Just yesterday and 2 days ago they were saying Lemos gonna beat Keyshawn. He too big, he too strong, he got a lot of pressure. They was comparing him to Marcus Maidana. They were talking Argentinian pressure fighters, Argentinian pressure and all this crazy shit. Yeah, he might be Keyshawn, bro. He got a lot of pressure. He got a lot of weight advantages. He's going to be Keyshawn. And then when Keyshawn brutalized him in the middle of the ring, people were upset at Keyshawn But we all, I mean, like we was questioning who was gonna win, but Keyshawn proved this is skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills. So maybe Devin Haney's skills wasn't up to par. When he fought the overweight Ryan. But what I do have to say is people was cool with Keyshawn yesterday. When they thought Keyshawn was gonna lose to Limos, he wasn't a threat to them. You know, it was cool to just joke and laugh and joke with Keyshawn, laugh and joke and be cool with him. You know, he the funny black dude, he the court jester. It was cool. Now that he's a threat and he got serious skills behind that jokester persona, now he's a threat. Now people critiquing him saying, "Oh, he need to move up. Oh, he's not like that for real. Oh, Keyshawn, he's not that good. He fought an overweight sloppy guy. That same overweight sloppy guy y'all saying was gonna beat him. So it's bullshit. It's just hate at this point, bro. They just hating on Keyshawn. I don't necessarily like him, but I respect Keyshawn game, you know, and I like him as a fighter. I respect it. And it is what it is. All these dudes gonna hate. They gonna say this. They gonna say that. A lot of the people that hate him are bigots. A lot of people that hate Keyshawn are bigots. They can't just say, yeah, he got good skills. He conquered a dude way bigger than him. They can't say that. They gonna say, oh, Lemos wasn't all that good anyway. You know, they do whatever they can to discredit a boxer when he have a black boxer doing a dominant performance. Instead of saying, man, he dismantled that dude. Instead of saying, man, he great. They're gonna say, oh, Lemos, he was big, sloppy, he was watery, he was uncoordinated. Y'all didn't say none of that shit before the fight. Y'all said that shit after the fight when Keyshawn brutalized him. And now I'm just looking at these dudes like, man, y'all some fucking hypocrites, bro. Like, y'all really some hypocrites. Because it's nonsense. And history repeats itself, and I hate the boxing politics. History always repeats itself. When Floyd Mayweather dominates somebody, oh, he wasn't that good anyway. If Floyd Mayweather struggled against somebody. See, I told you Floyd Mayweather overrated. It's like, bro, pick one. Pick one and stick to it. Is Floyd Mayweather good or is he overrated? Pick one. Same shit against Tank. Same shit against Tank. Same every black fighter, you know, Boots beats Karen, a 12-round unanimous skunk. They saying Karen almost beat him. It's like pick one. Devin Haney beat Regis. Oh, he ain't knock him out. Tank Davis knocked somebody out. Tank Davis can't box. So it's always politics. They're gonna find a way to discredit the black fighter. We don't really care. In my personal opinion, I don't care about any bigot's opinion. Once I find out you're a bigot, your opinion literally means nothing to me because I feel like you just talking strictly off hate. And you're never going to acknowledge what I do for good. Because the thing with boxing critiques is what they gotta understand. When you critique somebody so critically, and when you point out all their flaws, you gotta be just as loud when you're giving them their praise. If you're talking about how much somebody done fucked up, you gotta be just as loud when you're giving them their praise. Man, he did some cool shit. Yeah, he dominated. He was nice. You know, that's the type of praise I want to hear when you critique somebody so heavily. But they'll critique Keyshawn heavily, but never give him any praise. They'll critique Boots heavily, but never give him any praise. I hope Boots win tonight, depending on where y'all see this video. I hope Boots wins. But yeah, they're gonna critique you and they never give you any praise. And that's why I say it's just I hate boxing politics, especially against black fighters. They gonna critique you and they never give you praise. And history repeats itself. It always happens. So we just gotta come to this point where we don't care. When we find out somebody's a bigot, we got to have a criteria for a bigot. Someone who critiques and never gives praise and who usually critiques a specific race of fighters. That's the easy way to find a bigot. And once we find out you're a bigot, your opinion means literally zero to nothing to me. And that's all I got to say for the day, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.